Hello viewers, welcome to today's video in which I want to kind of go through my little eBay haul here. Not right here, actually, believe it or not, these tools are not the tools that are going to be showcased in this video, but I'll talk about these tools in a moment. Basically, I went on a little bit of a spending spree for, quality vintage Mitutoyo or just electronic, not even electronic, but just metrology tools like calipers and whatever else I can find, and I want to share that with you guys in this video. So here actually what I have are just some of the most general tools that we use to measure our parts with. Potentially my favorite all-time set of electronic calipers, these vintage Mitutoyo Digimatic calipers. We've had them as long as I can remember. I've been using these for like the entire 7 years of my short little career here. But now they are a little bit worn. I would maybe call them more so a reference tool versus something to take verified measurements with. And that's where these come in. These are a more recent version of these same calipers, absolute Digimatic Mitutoyo. I actually bought them at an auction of a business that was closing. If you go on my channel, look at the videos, there is a video that says how sheet metal parts are fabricated, or metal, something like that, and it's just like this like gate in the thumbnail with this yellow machine. But basically this like die forming business, a huge warehouse like 1 million square feet, was going out of business, and I bought these there for a steal while everyone else was in there for high-end machinery that cost tens of thousands if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yes, it took me hours of being there, a whole day basically, but it was a cool experience. I also got a few cool other things, but that's for another day. And here we have these 12-inch Vernier Calipers. They're also Mitutoyo. They're, they show 100 thou, half a dial, so 200 thou on the whole face. They're a good Vernier caliper. Can't say nothing. We purchased these just for a more recent set because of course we have more calipers and whatever else you would like, but this is just what I'm showing you guys here today, and this was just the chief 12-inch Vernier caliper. But I have some tools coming in that are going to compete with it, and here I have to mix it up. Can't do all calipers. We have this Mitutoyo electronic micrometer. We have a whole set. This is actually the only electronic micrometer that we have. We have a larger variety of sizes, but they are all analog. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Now I'm going to show you some of the eBay tools that I got quite a few, and I think they're quite interesting, so stay tuned for that. And hit that like button if you will, subscribe, leave a comment down below. What do you think of these tools? What kind of tools do you like? Hook me up. So I appreciate that. Boop. Here, the first item on the table are Mitutoyo. What kind of calipers are they? Wow, these are 8-inch electronic Digimatic Mitutoyo calipers. As you can see, these are vintage, all that, but in supposedly wonderful condition. I have a video, guys, where I actually compare that more recent set of electronic calipers to a fake set of electronic calipers. So if I go over here and just grab my 6-inch Mitutoyo calipers and put them right up alongside, we can compare just really quickly before we move on with our video. You know, let me turn on my video product showcase mode. Well, can't do that now, but anyways, we have the body of our vintage ones, and then we have the body of the new ones. You could see here the scale. It looks really high quality on both. You can see the color is a little bit different on these. You can look in the back. You can actually open up the slide rule quite a bit and just compare how these were manufactured. So, okay, look at that there. You can see this was like, I don't know, first I thought broached, but I think they were cut with a slot cutter. And you can see here, same type of technique. On more recent ones, they have a CNC machine slot. Some knockoffs I've seen broaching like this, but it looks terrible. It's terrible work. You can see our part number here, our serial number. These are 8,362. Can't really see here, but these are already 20,589. So you can tell these are, you know, a much earlier vintage than these that we've had. So, you know, maybe there were some improvements made down in the production of them, but these feel to be a very high quality set, and I bought them kind of to, you know, have this experience here, but you know, with a like new great condition reliable mic, and the fact that, or caliper, and the fact that it's 8 inches versus 6. I've actually never had an 8-inch mic. It seems to be much more maneuverable than the 12-incher, but it is still bigger than the 6-inch. So I'm going to see how that plays in, and maybe in the future I'll let you guys know. But anyways, next item. Here we have our next set of calipers, guys. I have a few calipers, but calipers aren't the only thing I have, I promise. But I think they're all pretty interesting. They were great value, I would say, if they worked. Listen to the story ahead. But this here is a 12-inch pair of Mitutoyo electronic calipers, Mitutoyo Digimatic. These are actually 12-inch. This is the first electronic 12-inch pair of calipers I've ever had. And the thing about these were listed as vintage, rare, and as we look at our serial number, yes, 6,141. Well, that's not the number, but if you read it numeral by numeral. Anyways, I believe this just characterizes the style of caliper. And then this is the 141st pair made by Mitutoyo. And what kind of first caught me off guard is that you extend them and there is no like rear thing that you can measure depth with. But I can see why they did that, is because to make them, you know, more easy to maneuver in a tight space. They have these like very extended jaws. Good, also good for measuring inside diameter. Really cool pair. But the thing is that these don't work. The first time I fired it up, I started opening them up, I closed them, and they gave me an error message. Then it wouldn't turn off. I'd take the battery out, put it back in. It was still there, that message. A few hours later, I look at it, and well, now the battery is out because I repurposed it. But now I look at it, and I turn it on, and the numbers are just frozen. So yeah, I don't know what the eBay seller wants to do here. They're pretty cool. I'd like to fix them. I want to try another battery. They have that data output connection potential here. They're pretty cool. I'd say, you know, I don't really know what goes into calipers, but I think it's possible. It should be possible to fix them. And so yeah, actually, and I have some big boys coming out, guys, so just wait out for this next item. Boom! Guys, look at this beefy boy. These are actually a 24-inch pair of Mitutoyo made in Japan calipers. Yeah, we don't need them super often. Actually, first, like, compare it to this block of aluminum. It's also just 6061 waiting to be worked. First step, guys, I'll show you here. You just gently massage it. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I wanted to use it as my stand for my camera, but I kind of felt like just holding it because I felt like we're here in this together, so you know, that's cool. But here we have them, the big reveal, our 24-inch Mitutoyo calipers. Everything is big about them. Look at that. You can just tell. Look at this case. It starts with a case. These latchings accurately, just they clip in well. I've had cases for stuff with latchings like these, except man, I needed like a screwdriver to get them off. They were just so tight on there. Then you can take a look at the lettering. You can see the letters are evenly spaced out. There's no weird sizing going on. Everything is correctly spelled. You can look at the texturing. It is nice, thoroughly dimpled, not overdone and not too faint. And flip them over even. What are we looking for here? Nothing in particular. Never actually, guys, never even owned a 12-inch or 24-inch pair of calipers. I've never even used an electronic 24-inch pair of calipers. We've had to borrow them from our friends, just a Vernier pair, and we are very grateful to them. They're wonderful people. We don't need them super often, but this popped up as a deal on eBay, and I had to, you know, I had to, guys. Just check them out. Everything is big about them. Let me take them out of the box. Oh man, they, you know, you just look at them, you see knockoffs, they're not even straight. Here you look at, I wish my camera, well, you look with your eye and you just see the straightness and the length of the scale. You just look at how big, nice and big this display is. The buttons are nice and firm. They feel great. When you go ahead and you slide it, which let me do here, you go ahead and you slide it, you listen to it, it's smooth. Boom, we have it. I didn't zero it out, but here we're at 16 inches, 934 thousandths. And then we'll just bring it back and take a listen. Oh, that squeaked, but that's just because they're so clean. Boom, right back to zero. Not the whole length, but good enough, guys. And the next thing, you're like, how could you possibly top this, guys? You know how you can top this? You can top this with great value. You can top this with something extraordinary, and that's going to be the next two items, guys. We're going to take a step away from calipers and, you know, bring it somewhere cool also. Stay tuned. So here we are stepping away from calipers, guys, and we are going to micrometers and friends. Just one set of micrometers, but they are pretty extraordinary. Before I open the box, we look at the box. Oh, just a little peek there. That cover feels great. You can just see it. There's a little damage here. That's nothing. But these are Karl Marr instruments, measuring equipment. They make calipers and such. I actually did my research on them. If you know anything about it, feel free to comment down below. I'd be very interested to learn more, because the things that I learned were very general about them, but it seemed to be a safe and quality and great value buy, guys. So anyways, past this beautiful box, we go ahead and we open it up. We slide this cover off. That it fits very well. Look at the underside. I don't know what is, just pine. It looks great. A little dusty, but that's nothing. So these are, I haven't even told you guys what they are. They're Karl Marr indicators. They're interchangeable, starting from 4 inches upwards of, I believe, 16 or 17 inches is the range in which you can measure. Actually, even more. You know, you can mix and match, do your thing. But anyways, I actually had a 16-inch bore that I was having trouble measuring accurately, and I was like, I saw these ID mics 16 inches. You know, that's something that's tough to come across, and they're expensive. And then these happen to be an adjustable set that I can, you know, use in a huge variety of measurements. I was like, no brainer. I do my research, and I find out that these are actually, the set here is $1,400 brand new, and I was like, wow. But they were on eBay. As you can see, they're used, but they're in great condition. And I made an offer. They were actually, I think, being auctioned. Nobody was bidding. I made an offer, you know, and I'm not going to say what I got them for. If you really, really cared, you can find out. It's the internet. Come on, guys. But I got, you know, bottom dollar vintage bargain antique store find price, guys, on these things. And for being such a quality tool, I would place Carl Mar instruments at, you know, a tier above like Mitutoyo and Starrett. I'd place them like on the next tier. I believe these are like Swiss made. I'm not positive. I'd love to be educated about them. But just right off the bat, this indicator right here, or this micrometer, it just feels way smoother than any Mitutoyo or Starrett micrometer I've ever used. It feels so smooth. I don't even know how to describe it, because, you know, Mitutoyo and Starrett caliper or micrometers are smooth as is. And also the weight of it. It is very hefty. It's a very, you when you pick it up, you know it means business. And then we have all of these attachments for it, up to this guy that says 16 inches on it. And you can just look at this. Y'all like that? I'm gonna measure it like that. It's not. Oh, look at that! Like I just caught a fish or something. Caught an eBay deal. Even better, guys. So yeah, let me close this micrometer back up. I was just filling with it. Now it didn't fit in its slot. But anyways, this is the first of the second interesting items I have here, guys. Next, we have another box. You can see Mitutoyo brand. What could it be? What can it be? Do I actually? Is it something I need, or am I just racking up credit card debt? Yeah. Okay. That's too TMI, as they say. Here we go. Let me open this guy up. We see first, oh, I already ruined the surprise, guys. Well, we see this beautiful Mitutoyo box. It is falling apart slightly. It says somebody wrote Mike Gauge on it, so you can easily identify what is inside. But anyways, guys, what is a box without the contents? Am I right? That's pretty good. And here what we have is this number 167 to 165, made in Japan. Mitutoyo 25-inch master gauge, guys. A perfect little side tool to have. You know, to come in clutch with that 24-inch caliper, because believe it or not, that caliper actually, I opened it up all the way when I was testing it, and it went well over 25 inches, guys. I measured this master with it, and it actually checked out perfectly, so I was super impressed with this, guys. Why would I need this? I don't, besides actually using it as a gauge for those electronic calipers. But besides that, I don't really need it. I just saw it on eBay, and literally nobody wanted it, and I was like, this is a made in Japan vintage, like 90s, when everything was made to, like, you know, it'd be the best thing ever. Precision piece of tooling for like a 2-digit number of money, and not even close to the high end of that. No brainer. So now I ended up with all these tools, guys, and I actually have more coming. I actually have tools that I bought in the past that are kind of cool. Like, this is just like random stuff. This is our actually metrology granite surface table here. It houses some of our equipment. just some of it. You can see our soundproofing, that, or the sound, not even ours. I just put up 2 cartons literally like 10 minutes ago. So yes, here we have this picture drawn, hand drawn with a pencil, I believe, or something like that, with a graphite pencil by a friend of ours. Super cool guy, and obviously super talented. But anyways, just, you know, that's the end of this video, but I have more things, guys. If you like this style of video, or you like or interested in seeing quality, precision, engineered tooling as much as I do, leave a like, comment down below. See, like, I just like all sorts of knickknacks. If anybody knows what this guy is, man, I bet you wanna see me cycle it, but I can't do that here, guys. Then maybe if you hit that like button enough, then if I get 100 likes, I'll rip that one for you guys. Then we have this little light, got it as a free gift. Boom, it's actually super bright. Let me see. You twist it, it will, oh, maybe I went the wrong way. You twist it once, it engages. You keep going, ready? Oh wow, look at that. Let me turn off the lights in here and you guys can just look at, this is the first setting. Oh man, I gotta turn this one off too. This here is the first setting, and like looking at the size of this light, I'd already call that very impressive, but that's not all it's got. And then wow, look at that. From this guys, and I think it's got like 15 minutes in this mode and like an hour in this mode, but I think it's really cool. This is, I have not looked at something and been like, wow, like how, you know what I mean, in quite a while. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for staying tuned. Comment down something below, you know, like, you know, what do you want to see? Like, I'm always on the hunt for great deals, you know, antique pickers over here or something like that. I also like interesting precision componentry and mechanisms. Look at this. This is, first off, I believe it's sterret, but I believe it's like brass, just a plate with a silicone ring around in the bottom, specifically made for sitting on a granite surface and to hold your micrometer. And it's kind of a showpiece because look at these micrometers. They're a metric micrometer. Look at what they say, 1983. You know, who would have USSR? Look at that, guys. If you know anything about that, look at that symbol. There is nothing more I want than to be educated on these by a knowledgeable person. Man, my camera won't focus any closer. There we have that. We keep going. 629. That's probably the serial number. Nice and low. USSR. How interesting, guys. Right next to our Mitutoyo height stand. So yes, guys, have a blessed day. Once again, for the 5th time, leave a like down below. It helps and does the most for my channel. I really want to continue bringing content to you guys. And let me know, how does my sound and how does the video quality look? Because, you know, we're trying to get in that. So, like to see this piece of engineering. Man, I want it. I will right after this video ends. Don't you worry. Anyways, guys, have a blessed day, and thank y'all very much for watching. Bye-bye now.